Welcome to the 5th video in this series, Beyond the Body, How Yoga Awakens Your Subtle Energy. Hi, my name is Rebecca. I've been practicing yoga for 30 years and teaching for about 20. And I recorded this video series for people that are practicing yoga at home and they are not getting into the yoga studio as often as they should. If you haven't seen the first 4 videos, I encourage you to pause here, go back and find those and work your way back. They're very important. The concepts I discuss are very small tweaks that you can make in your home yoga practice to make your yoga journey more transformational. All right. With that, this video is about how to take those 4 principles in the first 4 videos and how they help you evolve and transform spiritually and individually as a human being. What that means is by using your breath, by using your awareness, your focus, and developing your proprioception, you start to make the practice that multi-layered practice that works on the 5 layers of the human being. That being said, some people say that only asana practice only works on the physical layer of the human being, but it also works on the energetic layer. When you're working on the physical and the energetic layer, then you're also working on the emotional, spiritual, and the soul. If you haven't seen it yet, I believe there's a video on here as well on the Koshas. If not, please subscribe to my channel because there will be one soon. I've created this channel to give you more information and knowledge about the study and practice of yoga so that your home practice is as transformational as it would be if you were with an experienced teacher like me. All right. So the Koshas are a conceptual model in yoga that depict the human being as having 5 different layers. Now, those 5 layers, or koshas in Sanskrit, are conceptual in a way so that we can talk about the human body as this multidimensional being. The first layer that we all see is the physical body, and the other layers you cannot see. They're considered the subtle layers of the body, the subtle energies, if you will, part of the subtle energies. Next we have the physical, next we have the energetic, then we have mental, then we have emotional, and then we have the individual soul or the bliss body. When you get your physical practice dialed in and you do the 4 tweaks that I talked about in the first 4 videos, and when you get those down, now you are working well within the realm of the physical body and you're starting to approach the energy body. The energy body is more than just chakras. If you're watching this video, you probably already know what chakras are. And the chakras are certainly a part of, the yogic energy body, but they're also just one piece of it. Another piece of the energy body, I guess in an energetic, think of like those films that they used to do in classrooms way back when, where they used to overlay like the clear cellophane thing on the projector. This is kind of like that. So it's an overlay on top of, the chakras are there. Then we also have the pranavayus. The pranavayus are the 5 main energy currents in the body, the way energy flows. They're like the main highways, if you will. Then we also have nadis. Nadis are also energy channels, and those have 3 main. Shushumna being the central energy channel, which runs through the spine, up and down the spine. So understanding that those different conceptual frameworks of energy are within that energy body. Then we get into the mental. The mental body is about using your focus, and it's about using your eyeballs, keeping them in a specific spot. It's about not giving in to distractions in your home yoga space. It's about not following the video on the screen. And when you do that, you start to find a little bit more of an inner peace, inner balance, and that brings you to an emotional peace. And the emotional peace, some would say, is a result of balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And in yoga, they also, some of the terms are, actually the physical term, the term for physical practice of yoga, the asanas, is called hatha yoga. Hatha meaning sun and moon. I might have that backwards, but you get the picture. Sun and moon meaning masculine, feminine, also meaning right and left. And if we want to take that sort of theory, conceptual theory, apply it to the hemispheres of the brain, then you also are using both pieces together. When you're using both hemispheres of the brain together, linking movement with breath and challenge, focus, enhancing your proprioception, all of those things, you start to thicken the portion of your brain that controls emotional regulation. So you actually start making physiological changes in the brain that are found in meditators as well. So you can make your physical practice something that also affects your emotional well-being. It also helps with your mental clarity because you're flexing that muscle that makes you focus and kind of zone in on one thing while you're doing the practice. So it enhances your clarity, your focus, and all those things that are difficult in this age where we have distractions everywhere. Finally, when you get through those 4 layers of the being, in yoga they describe it as your individual soul, which grows a stronger connection to the universal soul or God. So it's like the piece of you inside, is that spark that is your individual soul, grows a stronger connection to God or the universal soul or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Now, back it up. All of those little tiny things that I talked about in videos 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're not so tiny now, okay? Do you understand the implications to bring your yoga practice to a deeper level? You have to bring that yoga practice to a deeper level more than once or twice, more than just for a month, more than 3 months, more than 6 months. It is a long-term thing. And when you do this long-term over your life, you will experience you will have a transformational experience faster, more often, and you'll evolve. It'll take your soul and evolve you as a human being faster. If you're feeling like you're stuck in life, if you feel like you're on the hamster wheel of, you know what I'm talking about, then yoga would be a wonderful practice for you to just dive into, because it takes you out of that and you gain greater clarity over your physical body, your energetic body, your mental, emotional, and your spiritual self. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to hit the like button, comment below, let me know if you have any questions, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time.